Wood groans beneath my feet as I step carefully onto the walkway. Daylight seeps through the gaps between the worn planks, shimmering on the water that flows below. It's early yet, and the marketplace is already wide awake. All around me are the sounds of bartering, laughter, vendors hawking their wares. A voice I know well calls out to me over the sea of noise. Candice, have you eaten? I've got that pumpkin loaf you like in the oven. Won't be long now. Come sit down, talk for a while. I sniff the air on impulse and my stomach twists in hunger. Then again, I should probably be careful of the time. The baker's sun-speckled face lights up with a broad smile. He leads me into the booth, and a warm, spicy scent surrounds me. As I sit against the back wall, he offers me a steaming tin cup and places his hands on his hips. And where is Azra? Sleeping in? I sip my drink, a hot minty brew. He's on a journey. Ah, and where's he off to this time? I shrug. The baker gives me an odd look. He didn't tell you? How suspicious. You're telling me that rascal is keeping secrets from his prized pupil? The words are in jest, but they prod at something within me that compels me to answer. It's not like that. Eyebrows raised, the baker gives me his full attention. He was acting strange. And what's new about that? I look down into my cup, watching steam curl and twist as it rises. I don't want to say that I'm worried, saying it will only make it true. The vendor frowns, folding his arms over his chest. So he's off to some mysterious journey. But what of your mysterious journey, if I may ask? Shaken from my reverie, I blink up at him, startled. By the look in his eye, the baker already has an idea of where I'm headed today. There have been whispers all morning, you know. They say the Countess's escort rode into the neighborhood round dawn. Word is she was wandering about like a lost lamb till she found your door. Burning with curiosity, he waits with rapt attention for me to explain. As I keep my silence, downing my drink. In a town like this, gossip spreads too quickly. How's that bread coming out? With a shake of his head, the baker goes to the small wood stove to check. There, all wrapped up for the road. I place a coin on the table and hand off my empty cup. Now run along. Don't keep the Countess waiting. I give a backwards wave and head back out into the flow of traffic. Up ahead is a narrow stairwell where the masses and their animals are tightly packed. As I climb the well-worn steps, something catches my eye. A fortune-teller's booth, tucked away in a shady corner. Silver moons adorn the tapestries draped over the entrance, shrouding it in secrecy. The sight teases a smile out of me. How nostalgic. When we met, Azra was operating out of a place just like it. As I'm lost in my musings, a patron emerges from the booth. She caught up in conversation. I give a wide berth and keep my head down. Before I forget, what are my lucky numbers today? 3, 6, 7, 9. Got it. 3, 6, 7, 9. 3, 6, 7, 9. I didn't notice them backing into me until we crashed into each other. Ah! The impact makes me stumble, teetering on the edge of a step. It also upsets the basket balanced on the stranger's hip, which sends a dozen pomegranates rolling down the stairs. Ah, perfect! As if it wasn't already late. I drop into a crouch beside the stranger to help. These are luxurious fruits. It's unusual to buy them in bulk. I spot one as it's about to be stomped under a stray hoof and swipe it at the last second. When I hand it back to the stranger, their eyes sparkle with delight. Oh, thank you. How sweet of you to help. And after I bumped into you in the first place. Together we hunt the rest of them down, maneuvering through the steadily increasing foot traffic. Though we're nearly trampled trying, we managed to recover every last one. Well, I can't thank you enough. They rise to their feet and offer me a hand. Their grip is strong. The skin of their small palm is rough against mine, calloused. Probably shouldn't do this, but... Rubbing it off on the sleeve, they offer me a fruit from the basket. When I accept it and the stranger gives me a smile that warms my chest. Take care, alright? With a cheeky wink, they depart, slipping into the crowd. That was Portia, you know. A rattling cough draws my attention. The fortune teller has moved to stand at the entrance of the booth and is eyeing me with avid interest. She is the Countess's favorite servant, that is. As for you, you look like a wanderer, yes? Wouldn't you like to hear what fortune the fates have spun for you? No thanks. As you wish, but know this. Your fate will come to you either way. I spot 2 gold teeth in their playful grin. A bright future awaits you. As the sun journeys across the sky, I climb stair after seemingly infinite stair. The higher ascend, the fewer travelers I encounter along the way. By the time I reach the top of the stairs, I can barely walk. Thankfully, it's near dark. I wipe the pouring sweat from my sun-beaten brow and look ahead. Before me is a towering gate of twisted iron. Beyond that, I can see the palace closer than ever before. The sight of it makes it hard to catch my breath. It is much more enchanting up close than it is from the city below.
Who goes there?
A guard stands on either side of the gate, I notice. They were so still I had mistaken them for designs in the metal. My name is Candice. I have come at the request of the Countess.
Candice?
They share a look.
We have no knowledge of you. Unless you know the code, you must leave at once.
Code? One guard folds their hands over the hilt of a planted sword.
Yes, a series of 4 numbers. If you do not know them, leave. We're not above violence. Or torture. Anything for the Countess.
I know the code.
Proceed.
I eye their heavy swords and swallow audibly. But I think I do know the code. Ezra often tells me that when something catches your attention, there's a reason. If it feels like it has special significance, it does. The numbers are probably 3679. The guards step back, each swinging open one of the massive doors.
Proceed.
I nod, keeping my composure even as the thrill goes down my spine. Without hesitation, I walk past them and onto the bridge. The palace is right before me. I hear the gate slam shut and there is no turning back.